at this moment. Let me go across to my colleague Sarah Jacob, who's been tracking the developments in the House. Sarah, very confusing. The vote was meant to come up in the House of Representatives. The Indians now saying it could take a few days. What's going on? Is it the meltdown, or is it just the fact that there are actually serious differences on what should happen in these bills?
Well, Barkha, if I can just say, towards the evening when we were hoping that this would go through, we got a call from, I spoke with actually Chairman Berman's office, and I found out that they're not going to be tabling this bill today. They claim it's going to go through tomorrow. They're saying it's because there's still discussions going on about the fine text of this bill. So let's just take us through what actually happened this morning. It started off at one point, it really seemed like this would go through. We had a very busy schedule. You had 43 bills that were going to be tabled. That means 43 congressmen had felt that there were important enough bills that needed to be tabled one day before this adjourns tomorrow, the Congress session. At the same time, they decided to push this bill through. It was the last bill on the agenda. It was brought down to the 9th bill on the agenda. And I tell you, Barkha, at that point, I was willing to put money on this, that this would go through. And then the disaster happened. NDTV got a copy of the bill, the first bill that Chairman Berman was going to introduce, which talked about Iran. And that really, after that, everything went downhill. It seems the mood that we saw in the Indian camp completely dissipated. After that, it was just waiting, and eventually the decision comes through that it's not going to go through tomorrow. What does this mean? Over here, I'm still being told that they're going to table this tomorrow, but the moot question is, what are they going to table tomorrow? Is the bill going to have any changes? The original bill that was tabled yesterday, that's Congressman Leekman's bill, was identical to the bill passed in the Senate on Monday. What bill are they going to table tomorrow? Is Chairman Berman going to agree to changes that we think the Indian side is going to ask for? Is he not? Is he going to stick to an original stand? If it's going to be different, it's going to be tougher to push this through because there are going to be more steps. It's more time consuming. So the big question now tomorrow, if they do table anything, what will the contents of that be? We're going to have to start this whole process of looking with a fine-tooth comb at the fine text tomorrow to see what it actually means.